and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I would love it if you could subscribe. And if you're not already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So today's video is going to be my update for my Throwback 30. So this is a PANtastic Ladies Club Facebook group project and it's created by Cece. And this project is where you work on 30 different PANtastic Ladies Club Facebook group projects which people in that group voted on to work on. So I'll make sure to leave Jessica's channel below and a link to the PANtastic Ladies Club Facebook group if you'd like to go over there and join. In this update I can roll 4 things out and I'm going to be decluttering one thing as well. So there'll be 5 things rolling out, but for the one I'm decluttering I'm going to bring another product in its place. So I will start with those products that I can roll out and then I'll talk about the products I'm still working on. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first product I can roll out is for the 50 Shades of Pink project, and for that I brought in my little mini MAC lipstick in May and I wanted to use this one 20 times. This is what it looks like. It's a really beautiful colour. I do love this colour. This is the type of colour I go for all of the time. It's like my comfort shade and I needed to use it a further 8 times since last update. And I've managed to get my 8 uses this update. So this will be rolling out of this project. Like I said, absolutely love this colour, so this will be staying in my collection. So just a little bit off topic, I'm going to be working through a lot of my lip products and my eyeshadow palettes this year. I may be doing it outside of projects, but I'm going to try and bring in as many lip products as I can into projects. Obviously not too many that I'm going to overwhelm myself, but I'm going to try and bring in some lip products that I may have not tried before, or some lip products that I may be like, I'm not sure what I think to it, to see whether it's something I want to keep in my collection. I don't think I'm going to be bringing any eyeshadow palettes into projects unless there's a prompt that I think would work with it. I'm just going to try and work on going through my eyeshadow collection, just seeing whether it's something I want to keep or get rid of. I think what I will do is in my empties and products that came into my collection, I may also just have like a declutter section in there of products that just aren't working for me. So yeah, but this is definitely staying. The next project I can roll out is Birthstone Beauty. So I chose February because February is my birthday, and for that I brought in my Becca Prismatic Amethyst highlighter and my goal was to hit pan, and I was so surprised. There you can see it there. I hit pan. I was not expecting to hit pan so fast. But I love this highlight. It's one of my favourites in my collection, and I say this every time, but it really is such a shame. But I do have a full size of this, so it will take me forever to use. So I only used it 2 more times to get pan. I'm glad I have a pan on a highlight because I don't think I actually have a pan on any highlight. Yeah, so I think that could be my first pan, which is really exciting. On a highlight, of course. The next project I can roll out is Lip Service. So for that I brought in my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in cans. Love this lip product as well. I currently have a metallic formula in my Women Who Rock, and I don't love that formula as much as just like the soft matte lip creams. I love this one. So I just wanted to use this one 30 times and I needed to use it a further 8 times, which I did this update. So now this one can roll out as well. And then the last project I can roll out, and then I'll talk about the one I'm going to be decluttering, is Turn and Burn. So I had this one sample left that I needed to use up. So as you can see, I have used it. This was alright. It wasn't anything to write home about in my opinion. Yeah, it was okay. However, I brought in a lipstick sample and I can't find it. I've looked in all of my drawers where it would be usually and I just can't find it. So I just decided that I'm just going to roll this project out because I can't find it. I've tried to look for it and there's no point keeping it in if I don't find it. So this was my last one I needed to use and I used it up. So in total I've used this, I only used this 1 time, but in total for all the samples I brought in I've used it 13 times. Okay, so now let's talk about the project that I'm going to be decluttering a product and bringing something else in its place. So it is the Skin Is In project, and I originally had in these Indeed No Acid pads, and these just, when I wasn't very well over December, my skin was so dry, like extremely dry. So I didn't want to use these, so I gave my skin a little bit of a break, and I thought I'll just restart using them in January. But I used this and my face had such a reaction. I don't know why, but my face was bright red after using this, and there was nothing new that I'd introduced into my skincare, so I'm just going to get rid of these. I don't want my skin to have the reaction that it did. It was burning. It was that bad. So I'm just going to get rid of them because I don't want that. And in its place, I'm just going to be bringing in this Ren Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic. I really don't have a lot left. This is the toner I'm using at the moment. So I do think potentially next update I will be able to have this one rolled out anyway. But I thought I'm already using this, so I may as well just bring it in to do it. I will mark it now actually, just so we know where we're at. In my cohorted box for January, it was a Ren box, and I have a full size of this. So I need to work through this, so I thought it'd be perfect to bring in for this project. Okay, so now let's talk about the projects in this project. How many times can I say project? That I'm still working on. The first one is 12 Days of Christmas, and I chose the prompt 8 Maids and Milking. So for that, I brought in the Duval's Milky Argan Active Hydrating Milk. I use this as my night moisturiser, and this is my progress. So I was here and now I'm here. I feel like it's pretty consistent, or especially over the last few months. I think a few more months and I should have this one rolled out. This is okay. It is quite thin, but it does moisturise my skin. I just prefer, I think, something a bit thicker on the night. Just my preference, but I have been using it and it has made my skin feel nice. I've used it 10 times this update for a total of 33 uses in this project. The next project is 7 Deadly Pans, and I chose Lust, and for that I brought in my NARS lipstick crayon in Do Me Baby. Now, I don't think it was last update, I said that I was going to put this on the back burner because I didn't have a sharpener that would fit this, but while I was out and about, I went into Boots and I just thought I would see if I could try and find a sharpener that would fit this. Spoiler, as you can see, I did. I'm not going to lie, it's not the best sharpener for this. I do think the NARS one would be better for this, which is, yeah, obviously, because it's a NARS product. And I was going to buy that one, but I just haven't got around to it yet. And I wanted to start using this to be able to get it rolled out of this project. So I just went into Boots and bought one. So I have been able to use it. It's just hasn't, oh, hopefully you can see that, it just hasn't sharpened it the best. But I have been able to use it. I've used it 10 times this update for a total of 21 uses in this project, and I want to use it 30 times. So I do think I should be able to have this one rolled out next update. This is a really nice product. I do like it. It's just I don't like how thick this is because it didn't fit my usual sharpener. But it is a nice product nevertheless. The next project is Alice in WonderPAN, and the prompt I chose was White Queen, a product that makes you feel mature, poised, elegant. And I don't actually have it here, it's downstairs in my bag, so I'm sorry. But I brought in my L'Oreal Red lipstick, and it's like a liquid lipstick. And I wanted to finish this. It's in my handbag right now because I did wear it last weekend when I went to go and see Lewis Capaldi, and I just haven't got out since. So I did use it 2 times over this last update, so I haven't used it a huge amount. I don't think I'm going to be finishing that lip product by July, which is the finale for this, which is okay. I've used it, in total I've used it 13 times in this project, which isn't a huge amount, but it's 13 more uses than what it would have got if it was just sat in my drawer. So I'm using it, I think about average really about 3 times each month. But yeah, it's still getting uses. It's not my focus lip product I am using, and I do think that might not be one I'll be able to finish, but that's okay. The next one is Child of the 80s, and the prompt I chose was The Goonies, an item that was hard / an adventure to find. And for that I brought in my Revolution Surf eyeshadow palette, and my goal was to use this 30 times. So as you can see, I now have Pan in this eyeshadow. You can clearly see which eyeshadow I do favour in this. But I have been trying to use all different shades in this palette. I did use this one over the last month, but yeah, I do usually find myself using this shade, which is why I do have Pan. So I've used this 5 times this update for a total of 23 uses in this project, and I do think I'm going to have this one rolled out by next update. Like I said, I just want to get to 30 uses, and I'm going to try and make this a focus because, like I said earlier, I'm not going to be bringing in any eyeshadow palettes in the project, or at least trying not to, because I do want to work through each of my eyeshadow palettes I've got in my collection. Kind of do like a no pan left behind, but just not like a project. I'm not putting the pressure on myself. But I just want to see whether it's eyeshadow palettes I want to keep in my collection. I feel like a lot of the older ones I've got in my collection just aren't performing as well as what they did before. But some of them still work beautifully, some of them not so much. But anyway, I think I will have this one rolled out by next update. The next project is I Heart the 90s, and the prompt I chose was I Will Always Love You, a product that has been a holy grail for a long time. So for that I brought in my Rimmel Lasting Radiance foundation, and I want to finish this, and this is where I am at. So I was there last update and now I am here. I think I could potentially have this one rolled out by next update as well. I'm going to try and make this my focus foundation as well as the one in my project pan. I'm panning quite a few foundations again at the minute, but I do want to try and focus on this one and that one to get them rolled out. So I do think I may be able to have this one rolled out by next update. It doesn't come out the pump anymore. I do have to twist it and then pour it. So yeah, I'm hoping to be able to have this one done by next update. I already have another one of those in my collection because it's one of my favourite foundations. So I did use this one 4 times this update for a total of 28 uses in this project. The next project is Nightmare on Panning Street, and I chose the prompt Jaws, a water themed item. So for that I brought in my Touch Hydration Serum. This is just a beautiful serum. It really is. It provides the moisture that my skin needs. It's just, I absolutely love it, and I do think this will be something that will go on my list to buy for serums. It is a bit expensive. I've got the price here. It is £37, but it's so nice. I really do enjoy it. And this is my progress. So I was here last update, and now I am here. So I've made some progress. I think I might have actually mismarked it. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm using this at the moment and I'm absolutely enjoying it. And I used it 13 times this update for a total of 27 uses in this project. The next project is PanAsOldAsTime, and for that one you had to bring in your oldest palette. So I went for my oldest face palette, and it is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour palette. I haven't used this for a while, so I used it the first, second and third update, then stopped using it till this update, and I managed to hit pan. I was so excited to see pan in this. So I have been actively using this again, not all the time, I do have to be honest, but I have started to reach for this again. So I've used it 3 times this update for a total of 15 in this project, and my goal is to finish these 2 shades. Now I don't think that's going to be possible by July, but even just a bit more use on this would be great. These shades don't work for me. I've got pan in this one now, so I was really excited to see that. And I will continue to keep working on this one. The next project is That's So 2000, and the prompt I chose was Bump It, adds volume. So this is a product I started using this update, and it is a Bumble and Bumble Bee Thickening Plumping Mask. And my goal is to finish this. I'm about halfway on it, so I do think I should have this one finished by next update. I've used it 2 times, so just in total I've used it 2 times as well. It's okay. Not my favourite hair mask, and I don't really feel like it adds volume in my opinion, but it's alright. One I will use. The next one is the Golden Girls Project Pan, and for that the prompt I chose was cheesecake, something in sweet packaging or smells sweet. So I went for the Karmako Vanilla Lip Mask, and my goal is to finish this. This is what it's looking like now. So yeah, I've definitely hit pan, as you can see. A lot of the product is just around the sides now, and it's getting a bit lumpy, which isn't great. I am still using it. I do think I should be able to have this one done by July. It's just, I think it might be quite close, potentially, because there is, I don't know if you can see, but there is still quite a lot around the sides. So I used this 10 times this update for a total of 37 uses in this project. But I mean, it is a really nice lip mask. I do enjoy it. It's just, I find these little lumps now that go on my lips, and it's not very nice. But I do like that product. And then last but not least, at least for the projects that I'm working on at the moment, there are a couple that I still haven't introduced yet, which one I'm a little bit nervous about because I don't know whether I'll be able to finish it. But the one I'm working on at the moment is for tiny pans, and that was where you was meant to bring in a palette that had tiny pans. So I brought in my NARS Unwrapped Mini Orgasm palette. And my goal is to try and hit pan in all the shades. I think I really underestimated how deep these pans were. This is what it's looking like. I had pan in this one last update, I think. And I said I was going to try and focus on this one. I haven't actually even used this one. I've been using these two in the middle. This shimmer is nice, but it has a huge amount of fallout. Not that I mind, but yeah, it does have a lot of fallout. But I just think that these two shades are beautiful together. And I do think this one and this one will be beautiful together, and also those two as well. But I have mainly been using these two, and I've used it 5 times this update for a total of 25 uses in this project. I don't think, well, it's not that I don't think, I know I'm not going to have pans in each of these by the finale in July, but before I brought this in this project, I hadn't even used it, so it's had a lot of use, and hopefully a bit more as well before the finale. There's only 2 projects at the moment that I haven't started to work on the products. Once I finish this one, which hopefully will be before next update, I can start to work on the other hair mask that I have in this project. And then I also do have another serum. The problem is I just think that this one may take me a bit longer than I think I anticipated. So I don't know whether I'm going to be able to finish the next serum. I am really, really happy with the products I can roll out this update, and I do think by next update I should have hopefully 3. I think a minimum 2, but hopefully 3 out next update as well. So I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and it means the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.